You are listening to Session/Episode 87 of Primordial Harmony, a retelling of the classic Elemental Evil story in the Dungeons & Dragons multiverse. My name is Mike, and tonight I'm joined by...
Hey! Name's Miles. I'm playing Chadicus Winthrop. I'm a human druid.
We're having some technical difficulties, but this is Nyx, and she's playing Bit.
And I am Kitties, and I will be playing Ren. He is a Goliath barbarian.
Hi, I'm Summit, and I'm playing Snow, the Elven cleric.
Psst, Savin.
Hey, I'm Zaffin. I'm still alive. I play Vardic, one of two Dicks left in the clan Dick. I'm a hobgoblin. Paladin.
Alright.
The vengeance of an unknown god.
When we last left GTF, Chadicus, Bit, Ren, Snow, Vardic, joined by Stoneflame, set out southwest along the Silsh Road after they and the excavators wished each other luck on their missions. GTF's being to follow up on the creatures lighting fires in the Condir Forest. GTF arrives in the town of Tomerer at dusk, smelling smoke in the air, and are drawn to the outdoor tavern that was once the fort. The players and audience know this, but the characters might not exactly. Upon arriving, the barkeep Condrit recognized them from the descriptions given to them by Maeve, and he produced a note that was written in her hand, explaining that she had to leave town with her love, Rayarden, to address the threat in the forest. Included were instructions on how to follow. Also at the bar, the resident artificer gnome Londoc Bulwarker, who after being approached by Vardic, quickly learned of the GTF's connection with the excavators and asked for the group's company at his tower, enticing them with the promise of dessert. After they finished a meal, they joined Londoc at his tower, where he explained that he had been visited and robbed by two particular members of the Cult of Eternal Flame, with a red dragon seemingly at their heel. They intimidated Londoc into handing over a magic item that could store vast amounts of matter in a small space, a portable hole. But he managed to convince the cultists that that was the only item that had that function that he had, and handed over a bag of holding to the party. As he explained this between the experiences of all the group, except for Ren, it was deduced that these characters included Ignacio, a once ally, and a higher-ranking member of the Cult of Eternal Flame, Lysandra. Londoc requested the party spend the night at his tower, the poor gnome still shaken and appreciating the company. Before sleep, Stoneflame and Ren sparred, and Stoneflame actually came out on top. The next morning, after gathering their composure, the party set out into the trees, following Maeve's trail. After about a day of walking, following these wreaths, the group was led into the scene of a once inferno, a fire, a clearing where all the growth had been burned to cinders. It was there that they met two wood elven members of the Order of Lichen, the stewards of the Containment Forest. The two stewards informed the group that Maeve and Rayarden had passed through, and that the spread of the fire was now at its height in the south. They also gave the group special herbs to chew and stave off the effects of smoke inhalation. The party rested there for the night, then followed the directions of the stewards, back south. Another day of walking, and GTF plus Stoneflame arrived at the river that runs through the forest. Despite the smoke, that area was rather nice, and they camped there for the night, resting after some more sparring and a well-cooked meal put together by Chadicus. The next morning they continued on, and the smoke grew thicker and began to take its toll. Soon they found the threshold where the flames threatened the still green forest. Upon walking upright, there were living trees on fire and in agony, attempting to enter the verdant forest. Warded by two more lichen stewards, GTF assisted and swiftly brought the terrible creatures down. We return to Kythron the 26th. You are standing in the ash and soot with these now destroyed trees. Good timing song. So you can still hear the flames downwards. There's still a bunch of charred wood that's still burning. Smoke still in the air. I believe that around now, the packets that you've been chewing have worn off. These two wood elves stand before you. Let's do a quick test. Nyx, can you hear? Can you say?
Am I coming through?
You sure are. All right, we are solid. Let's see here. The two wood elves introduce themselves. And if I don't think I introduced them. They introduce themselves as, the one who carries the bow introduces himself as Aladar, and the druid, wood elf, introduces herself as Leide. Let me actually take you to that page so that it makes more sense.
What were their names again?
Let me just copy pasta. That creak you heard was the sound of wood.
Yeah, sure it was.
Leade. They try to dust themselves off a little bit, and Leade looks at the group, and I believe she did. Vardic tried to heal her, and she said it was necessary. She healed herself up a bit, and she says, "Thank you so much for your help."
Don't mention it. We are looking for a friend.
Are you... Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. Are you referring to Maeve?
Yes, I think.
Yes, indeed. We are familiar with Maeve. Would you be able to direct us to her?
Her and Riordan went that way, and she points in a direction, and you when you follow her her gesture, you can see that in that direction there's not much flame left, or there's not much flame that you can see, and it actually looks like there's, as you look down, you can see that there's not much heavy black smoke in that direction. And she says, this was one of the fronts of those burning trees, but she looks to her companion. There's quite a few more to the west. They're probably going to help our allies.
Yes. How far away would you say Maeve is? How much time has passed since she left?
She thinks for a moment, and she says, well, she arrived here yesterday, assisted us with a few more of those burning trees, those burning walking trees, she says with a haunted look on her face. And but then she sort of shakes herself, and she says, "Then left early this morning. She's probably 3 hours that way. Her and Riordan.
Excellent. Thank you for your help.
We appreciate your help. There's probably more fighting to be done yet."
No worries. We will help you with those trees.
Stoneflame walks up and says, "I wish I had an axe." Ah. What do you... He looks at Ren as she goes, "Oh."
I have an axe. It's okay. At least one of us can prepare.
If I'd have known that we'd have to be chopping down trees, I would have traded it out.
That is pretty magnificent hammer. I would never trade that hammer.
He gets a smile on his face. And then he kind of stares at the hammer, and then he shakes his head and he says, "Well, are we going to continue?"
Well, it's the only way we're going to catch them. So, is everybody ready?
Yes.
Certainly, yes.
Yes.
You watch as the two wood elves, they nod and they say, "Thank you once again." And they both go over to this ridge and they plop down on their butts and they just look down southward as if anticipating more of those walking trees of flame. And Stoneflame starts striding forward.
I will follow after Stoneflame and the Man of Dick.
Do me a favor and just group your tokens. I'm gonna just copy pasta in a second here. Oh, this is bad. What's going on here? Excuse me. The marketplace is slow. I'm just trying to look up I just need a token real quick to represent a dude. Oh no. There we go. That'll work. Let's see here. Should have copy pasted these tokens earlier today. I don't know why I didn't. I apologize. Actually, you know what? Give me a marching order. Like a proper marching order.
I was behind Stoneflame and Vardic.
Oh, is that how you intend to walk?
At least for right now, yeah.
Alright, perfect. Me trying to select tokens with the camera page. Everybody in Vardic's protective aura. Okay. The way forward is much, much less heat intensive, but as you journey ahead, you can see the aftermath of the raging inferno. The forest floor, once lush with undergrowth, now a carpet of white ash. Some blackened tree trunks stand like obelisks honoring the dead forest, while some still retain their branches, a ghastly alteration of the once verdant canopy. Bit, please make me a Constitution saving throw. As you are not immune to the smoke inhalation, just because you staved it off for now. And you're still doing pretty good. She has a
Hey, Mike,
What's up?
I have a question about that too. Now, Ren is from the mountains, the high mountains, over 20,000 feet. Would she get an advantage on rolls seeing that she's used to thinner oxygen?
She might be used to thinner oxygen, but I don't know if I can say that getting fine particulates of burned wood into your lungs would be the same.
So Shaticus was a heavy smoker for no, I'm kidding.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it counts here. It would count if you guys were in a less, or an area with like much less atmospheres in regards to like air pressure. But I don't know if I would rule that would apply to being resistant to smoke inhalation. That's just not the fantasy I'm seeing. So, Bit still somehow continues on. Maybe she just has really good. She's her the cloth that she picked up somewhere is like N95 basically.
Well, if it's smoke, I'm probably lower.
Lower what?
Oh, lower to the ground.
Maybe. You're crawling along the ground like an actual cat. So it continues like this for a while. About an hour of walking in this nasty muck over this path of ash. But suddenly you hear the sound of wood shifting and creaking, and 3 massive charred trees turn towards you, kicking up ash. The creaking turns into splintering and tearing as giant mouths form at the base of their trunks and their branches lash out and they lumber towards you. Roll initiative as I bring you to that page.
Some big trees.
I'm ready.
Ren is also ready.
Oh my
Whoops.
god.
I know.
Give me a second.
There's one that's even more ready.
I feel like we're like all surprised.
My disadvantage tab thing isn't working. But anyway, 7 still is the worst one.
Yeah, I don't know if it works with initiative.
It should. Well, anyway, so let me sort this. Oh no, cancel. Almost removed all turns. Descending. Oh, it was already sorted. You guys, everybody load very low. And again, Bit, it is your turn. These
And they're charging toward us?
They're definitely lumbering toward you. Their mouths are like cracking open in a silent scream.
I'm gonna go up a bit and fire off some sunbolts.
All right. Oh, that is a hit. That one's a miss. 9. All right. The radiant energy kind of like punches a hole through this chalky charcoal tree. What? Somebody call for... No? Okay. Anything else, Bit? Alright. This burnt out tree blight starts lumbering toward you. And it's gonna do some nasty work. Hey, mic check. You guys there?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Abs-
I heard a loud noise and then silence. Was like, oh crap. All right, so it winds back a branch, perhaps awkwardly, but we'll find out. Ooh, 28 to hit. That's gonna deal 14 bludgeoning damage, and then it winds up again. 16.
It's right on.
Right on for 8 bludgeoning damage, and then you all watch as the creature sort of bends its body and tries to chomp at Bit's head. But she nimbly dodges out of the way. Alright, this one is next. And it's going to start lumbering toward you. Can he reach anybody? No, he cannot. You see, it starts lumbering toward you and it starts waving its branches wildly. Snow, it is your turn.
Okay. I am gonna come up here. Oh, not there. Right there.
Alright.
And I'm going to attack this one with ice.
Okie doke. That is a hit.
And then we'll do Divine Strike.
Hell yeah.
Oh god, it's been so long. What can I do as a bonus action?
You have the feet thingy. Another attack? Ice butt?
I'm actually gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright.
And then step back 5 feet.
Sweet. Alrighty. So you were here?
I was right here and I moved back 5 feet.
Solid. You're very lucky about the particulars of this thing's range. Alright. Ren.
So Ren is going to rage, which causes this.
Oh! Which one did you choose?
Whoa, sorry, I need to clean that up. So, friends have advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet of you that is hostile to you. And she is going to run forward next to Bit, and she is going to attack this tree that has hit her friend.
Alright. Alright. Your great axe cleaves through, and it's like going through charred wood. You find that there's not much resistance there as you're just carving away this charcoal. Let me minus that, and then something else happens. So as you strike in, your axe makes contact, and not only do you carve away this charcoal, but it also poofs out, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Wow. That is very unfortunate. Oh, shoot. The effect... I called it too soon. Go ahead and take your next attack, and then I'll tell you what happens.
She's just going to go ahead and swing with her great axe once again.
Alright. That's a hit.
And then she's going to take the back of her and hit with a momentum strike.
Yeah. That's a hit. For another 10. Alright, so as you're striking in, you hit this one spot, and this black soot poofs out, and you're not able to blink it away fast enough. You're blind until the end of your next turn. Vardic.
So Vardic, seeing what's going on around here, he's going to step up behind Ren and Bit, and he places his left hand on the chest plate of the armory of Dick, and he extends his right hand out towards the creatures, making some hand gestures. He says, "Your devotion to attack my friends falters," and he casts Bane.
Ooh. And that's on all of them?
On all of them, yeah.
What's the save stat?
It's a charisma save.
All right, good going. 1, 2, 2, 3.
DC 14.
All right, they all fail.
So when they attack or make a saving throw, they roll a d4 and subtract that number.
You got it. Don't let me forget that. Actually,
I will not.
Do me a solid and, like, when I roll an attack with them, roll a d4 for me.
I will do that.
I forgot to take Stoneflame's turn, so he rushes into the fray. He's gonna run over to here, being the glory hog that he is, and he is going to... he cries out, "Ah!" And his tattoos light up, and he gets this look of anger on his face as he starts attacking with advantage. He did that. So he's going to do that and that. Fortunately for him, both of those hit, doing a massive amount of damage, although he didn't pay attention to what happened to Ren. As I check stat real quick. Yeah, no, they're just... Yeah, alright, so what's that total? Can somebody help me add that up?
Oh.
36.
Thank you. So he carves out a chunk of this thing, and then he's going to make a con save against ashy soot nonsense. Oh, he has a +9. Oh, it doesn't matter. So he saves, and that's his turn. Alright. This Tree Blight is going to attack him. This burnt out Tree Blight. And it has advantage on him. 1, 2. So 20 goes to 19. 26. Yeah, no, that still hits. And then I'm going to do the damage for those. And that. Yeah. Good job. Good job. So he only takes 14. Because he's got that cool resistance. And then a bite! 25 minus... No. For that much, so... 7. Alright, and that's it for that one. Bit!
But, hey, Mike, I think just for, like, the flavor of the Bane spell, every time they go to attack, there's, like, a ghostly apparition of a hobgoblin trying to, like, pull back a branch or something.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely. The apparitions are, like, circling around them. Alright, Bit, it's your turn.
Okay, I have advantage, right?
Yes, because of Ren.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my staff. I'm gonna whack it 2 times.
Alright. Whack. Whack. Yeah, that hits.
Both?
Yep. They have a very low AC. They're charcoal. 21 damage.
Then I'm gonna do some kicks with my feet.
Alright. A spin kick. Oh, you did Fury or Flurry of Blows?
Yes.
Solid.
Yep.
Those all hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. 8 and 8. The ash sort of poofs out at you. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw as this soot gets
Oh, I was
in your
gonna like
eyes.
do a disengage.
Okay, but because you made contact, it still happens. So
Okay.
you need to roll a Constitution saving throw. You are blinded.
+2 is not going to help you.
Yeah, you are blinded until the end of your next turn. You then hear.
Oh, can I still move back?
You can. Okay. As you leave its threatened area, it's going to take a swing at you. For 15. Oh, it has advantage. Doesn't matter. It misses. Okay. You hear the wind of this thing and you duck at the last second. You hear a commotion. The visibility around here is crap. And you hear sounds coming from over here. You hear growling and whooping. And you see Ash kicked up as you notice another Lichen Order archer runs into the fray, and he runs in, and you see this cloud of ash as he is followed by a crowd of orcs, and he's got a look of abject horror on his face, and he cries out, "Help!" as he gets down to here, and he fires a couple of arrows. Whoa. Both striking and dealing. A very grievous wound to this one. And then he says, he drops his bow, he turns and he sees a lot of you fighting these trees, and he says, You there, please assist me, I'm out of arrows, he says as his hand begins drawing a short sword from his belt. And that's his turn.
So what are the orcs saying?
What are they saying?
Yeah, I speak orc.
It is mostly whooping and hollering. You hear phrases like "get him," "kill him," "tear him up." Orcish war cries as this one starts to run up now that it's in initiative, and it gets to here with its axe up. It actually had to take the dash action to do that. And it's just about to fell on this ranger man.
Ren yells out in orc, "Hey, the trees are more dangerous than that little elf."
I'll take note of that. Also, you're blinded. But actually, no, it makes sense because you hear them. Yeah.
Hear them.
You heard everything. That makes sense. Okay. I'll take that into note for your turn, and I'll let you roll a thing for that, because talking is a free action. This blight is going to try to hit Stoneflame. Stoneflame still has resistance, and whack. Ooh, that's not too bad. 15 whack. That misses him. And then a bite. Alright. Yeah, this looks pretty rad. One branch slams into Stoneflame and he grunts. Ah! And then those ghostly hobgoblin apparitions hold back the maw of this dead tree, as well as another branch that was aimed right at Stoneflame's face. And that's going to be -7. Alright. And that's it for that one. The one up here is going to attack Ren, who's blinded, and thus has advantage on her. Branch. Oh, wow. That misses. Branch. 15?
Hold on.
Oh, it's not going to hit.
Never mind.
And then a bite. 15.
And that actually hits.
That actually hits for 17 piercing, but reduced because of your rage. This orc joins the fray, running around. His ally and with enough speed to get to the wood elf Lichen, and attempts to slash him with a great axe. Why is it to GM? But it was a 12, and he dodges nimbly. This one also joins the fray. Oh, wait, Ren didn't go yet. Yeah. So these guys were still sort of in their thing. Combat is kind of hard to parse when things are yelled out. But this one joins in and also gets an attack for 29 slashing. And he takes a nasty cut on his shoulder. But he still looks like he has some fight in him. That's this guy, I mean. Snow.
Real quickly, I think I might not be on the turn tracker.
Yeah, what the hell? I just realized that.
I rolled a 7. I'll just roll another one, then we can change it to 7.
Alright. That's not a problem. I can change it super quick. Go ahead and take a turn, though, because, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, weird stuff. I'm going to need to measure out some stuff, because...
Take your time.
My real question is, what's my visibility right now? Because I know you said it's kind of harder to see.
I just meant that you didn't notice all these guys coming. You can see everything on the field.
Excellent. Then I'm going to do this.
A wall of fire.
So
Grab a
I'm going to
template.
draw it out. 60.
Don't forget we have templates.
Ooh, we do. Well, I'm drawing it out.
Oh man, that would have changed a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, what the hell happened? Well.
Yeah, that's probably my play. I'm just going to draw it diagonally through the trees and through this guy.
All right. Well, let me grab the template. What's the area?
Yeah, I'll just leave the arrow for you. It's 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick.
60 feet. Here we go. And then...
And Stoneflame might get a little charred, but I think he's fine with it.
he's immune to fire.
I don't know if Chadicus knows that.
Well, you're totally fine. Wait,
I'm
so...
trying to just get a little bit more angle on it. I'm trying to get like
Like that?
so I can get through both the trees and I can...
All right. Well, I don't think that changes much about what happened to this guy. Actually, I think it does. Yeah, okay, hang on. Back.
I'm kind of trying to corral these lads towards us, really. Like if they see like just fire kind of show up.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to parse how to not rewrite history too much. I'll just roll a dex save for these two, and then we'll see what happens to their damage, and then we'll just call it good. 1,
Sounds
2.
good.
Both of them fail. Alright, so this one stupid zealously goes into attack. He hits, but I mean, he's toast, he dies. And so does... Oh, this one's not even in the area of effect, so never mind. Oh wait, no, but okay. I'm just gonna say he'll take half of that. And then we'll just...
That works.
Yeah. 8. Okay. So that flame of fire is there. Cool. That was your turn. Oh, we've been like 2 things.
And I believe both the trees are going to make saves.
Yes. Thank you.
And
I'm gonna let Chadicus...
I don't know if this one is within range because it's 10 feet of the area of effect, but I don't know if we're pointing it out like this way. So up to you, but either way.
Can you key the text of the spell?
I tried to. It didn't come up for some reason. Like I pressed it in like the actual spell thing. Here, I'll just copy and paste it. Give me a second.
That works. Alright. I'm gonna let Chadicus take another turn at the top of the round. Let's see, so...
Why doesn't he just take another one now? Because that's where he would be in the turn order, since I'm next.
Alright. Chadicus, take another turn.
I'm just gonna use the cantrip against this tree.
Okay.
What's it called? Chill touch. Yeah, give him the skeletal hands. So I'll just kind of reach my hand out, and the skeletal hand will just kind of lovingly grasp one of the branches and try to rend it off. I think that missed.
That's a hit.
Oh, it hits? Okay.
They're very flimsy. Alright. Solid. Okay.
And I'll scoot my boots over here into this little aura, and I'll call a turn.
Snow.
All right, we're gonna kind of twirl ice in the air and then slam it into the ground and cast Call Lightning.
Ooh. Is it the one that we reflavored for cold?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a giant icicles coming out of the sky.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So
And
we're...
I think we'll do it right between these trees.
Which trees? These trees?
Oh, it's not letting me ping for some reason.
Here or here?
I can't see anybody's pings.
I'm not pinging. I'm using the tracker or the pointer.
Oh, well, I can't see that either. The one's right by Stone Flame.
Okay. Well, give me that that thing with the damage and the saving throw. Are you doing it like behind them to save Stone Flame?
Yes.
Got it. All right. The cold
And
and
we'll...
the flame of fire like mix together a little bit.
Never mind.
They don't have advantage, but one saves, one does not. That's going to be 20. This guy. And then this guy's got 10. All right. Well, this orc sees the wall of fire, like, what the fuck? And then sees the trees fighting, and he's going to dash. Actually, he's gonna come over to here, and because he's a little opportunist fuck, he's going to chuck a javelin at Chaticus.
Very.
Actually, I think he'll have disadvantage too. Hold on. Yeah, just enough. All right. No, not you. Wrong character sheet. Nine.
That'll miss.
It just hits the ground. Stone Flame goes. His rage runs out. Well, let's see if he can do it again. Nope. He's going to smack at this one. Wham. Wham. Both hit, dealing 20 and 11. This one is just hanging on by a sliver of burnt wood fiber. Oh wait. 20. Oh, that's 31. Never mind. It dies. It collapses into a heap of soot. And Stone Flame... Oh wait, he had disadvantage though, because... Ooh. Yeah, let me re-roll that.
He doesn't have disadvantage because I'm using mine and it would be advantage for a melee weapon.
No.
But you're not within 5 feet of it.
Also, so his rage works differently. It ended at the beginning of his next turn.
And he's blinded.
And he's blinded. Yeah. His stuff works different. So 1, 2... Oh, they still hit. Alright, he kills the thing. And he's blinking his eyes and tears are forming his... Ah! That's it for him. Alright, this orc is going to run past... Actually, no, he's not. Sorry. The orc is going to run over to here. And... Whoa. No. Yeah. Huck a javelin at Ren, who is still blinded, I believe. And so, has advantage. As he hucks his one javelin at her. No, that's melee, but it's the same roll. For 5 piercing. And that's it for him. Ren just feels this javelin smack into her side, or glancing across her body, cutting her flesh a little bit. Ren. So roll a charisma check of some kind, whichever kind of tone you wanted to inflict.
Thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to use intimidation, but he just hit me, so I think I'm going to use intimidation.
All right. And you say this in Orcish. All right, that's pretty good. This gives them pause. And I think what I'm going to say that means is that they stand around, and will probably end up doing nothing. Vardic.
Okay, well, Vardic doesn't speak Orc, so he's going to take a step here and here. And as he's passing by, Ren, you hear him say, "No more death." And he's going to come over here.
So I don't get a turn because I'm blinded?
No, you get a turn. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. Well, take that back.
Sorry. I jumped ahead, my bad. It is Ren's turn.
Okay, she's just going to...
She can
I
reckless
guess
attack to
she's
remove
going
the blinded.
she's just going to swing at where she knew the tree was at last, I guess.
Okay. You can reckless attack to nullify the disadvantage.
Sure, let's make this a reckless attack.
Yeah. That's a hit. Ren, blinking the soot out of her eyes, slashes into this thing, and it crumbles into nasty, sooty dust. And that's it for that tree. You have another attack.
I have another attack, but I'm blind.
Yeah.
And so I yell back to Vardic, who I know is back there. I can't see to throw anything. Can you take care of this?
Nope, can't do anything.
It's his turn.
I'm just throwing it to his turn.
I have no way to help you. Okay. All right. Well. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna continue to do what I was gonna do then. So
So
he'll
am I
come over
just
here.
not blind now then?
Yeah, you're
or
not blind. Yeah, you're not blind.
So Ren, you see Vardic come over here, and he says, "No more death." And then he says something in Goblin, and he misty steps over here.
Ooh.
And then he's going to unload on these orcs, since he doesn't speak Orcish. So, first this one.
All right. The wood elf just sees you appear there. That hits. You cleave through the orc.
Yeah, and then he'll do like a backswing and go towards the other orc.
That is a miss.
Yep.
All right. This tree blight is still working as it lumbers over to here, and it takes a shot at Snow.
I'm gonna
Ah.
use my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
When it starts its turn, it should make a save.
Oh, why? Oh, yes. Okay, let's do that. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. It will still do that. Dex save. Alright, so how much damage you're taking? Another 17. It tries to get out of the wall, and it gets to here. So it hits, so it actually can't, so it, yeah, it stays here. It's still in the area of effect, I think, right? Because it's like 10 feet.
Yeah, it's 10 feet out from the wall.
Alright. Yeah, he's still in the area of effect. Nice. Okay. So, it can't move any further, but it has a long branch, and it's gonna try to hit Snow.
Okay.
15 feet range. 17.
Yep.
No, -3.
-3. So, 14.
Oh.
15?
Nope.
Alright.
14.
the apparition of the hobgoblin pushes the branch aside and it slams into the ground next to Snow, kicking up some ash. And then it whips around another branch at Stoneflame, missing him. And then goes to bite. Ooh.
Oh, I can't do anything about that. Yeah.
That's gonna hurt him a lot because his rage is not active. 25 damage as Stoneflame grunts. Ugh! And that's it for him. This orc is going to start moving towards Ren. Gets to here, and I'm gonna make this part of the map layer. Oh no, if I do that, it'll fuck everything up, so I'm just gonna move him up there. Throws a javelin at her. Number 19. You want to... Oh, you're not banned. 7 damage on Ren. Alright. This one, very much funneled by the fire, is going to come over to here and do the same. 15. For 7 piercing.
It hits.
Alright. Okay. Bit. Is Nick still BRB? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Well, Bit will approach. And...
Sorry, I'm back.
Ah. It is your turn.
Okay, so we got 2 dead.
Yes. And then all of these orcs are coming at you.
Okay, I'll get up to here and I'll fire up some sunbolts
Alright.
at that one.
Okie doke. That is a hit. You don't have advantage, so actually
Yeah,
that's
I
a miss.
forgot to turn it off.
That one hits. For 10 radiant. Anything else?
No, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. This one, the wood elf draws his sword and slashes at the orc still alive, and like just kind of. Ooh, he's very discombobulated, especially with this hobgoblin in full plate appearing next to him. He'll try again. Well, that's just enough to hit. Dealing 7 damage as he stabs into the orc. And the orc fires back. Actually, I think the orc's going after Vardic. With his great axe. 10. Oh, well. Bounces off the armor. That one's dead. That one's dead. That orc is dead. Chaticus.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna bonus action to do the shillelagh.
Alright.
I'm gonna use an action to go into my symbiotic entity form.
Alrighty.
It's this one. That's the button. I'm just gonna add more particulate as I kind of move forward, and suddenly a bunch of like kind of spores begin to just poof out of his weird old man hair. Looks like he just farted and begins moving forward.
Oh, by the way, I'm assuming everybody used those things with an object interaction, otherwise you'd all been rolling with disadvantage. So just mark off a use of your little packets.
Yeah, I got one. Cool, and now we turn.
Alright. Snow.
We're gonna bring Call Lightning down on the tree.
Alright. makes your DC, I think. And it takes 9 cold damage as charred wood starts to slough off. Anything else? Excuse me.
No, I think that's it.
Alright, this orc in front of Chaticus kind of gives
When he starts his turn,
He starts his turn.
I thought these my reaction to try to choke the life out of him.
Alright, what's he got to do? A con save?
God save, yeah. That will fail. I think no, that's level 10. I get a D8, so it's just a D6 plus my thing. Where's the spore damage? There you are. So he's gonna take 4 damage.
4 damage. Alright. He's still going
Now
to
hit me.
try to attack. 8. No. He's fucked up and he can't hit for shit. Stone Flame turns to this tree blight. Actually, he steps into the wall of fire because he can and attacks the tree blight. 1. Ooh. Both hit. For a good amount of damage. That's gonna be 29. And then the ashes, the ashen soot goes into his face, and he has to make a save. He fails to save, and he's blinded again. That sucks. Alright, this orc gonna go after Bit. Try to hit her. 9. Nope. Ren, you are no longer blinded.
So Ren is running up to these two orcs, and she's yelling at them in her rage. I said, "Do not to hit us!" And so she's gonna run up there and just hit this one right in front of her
Oh, fuck, I forgot
with
to do the
great
thing.
axe.
Alright. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about what I said about they wouldn't do anything. That hits. That hits. Are you doing reckless?
I
doesn't
am not.
matter.
I didn't mean to leave it on there.
Alright, well, it all would have hit anyway, so you're good. You cleave.
And then she's going. Okay, go ahead.
You cleave both of them.
Well, she still has her bonus action. How much space does she have? She's gonna run up to this one up here. She's like gonna step over this one's body and come up to this one and use her momentum strike to hit him
Yeah,
with her bonus action.
that is a hit.
Nice.
Advantage or not. For 10 damage. Alright. You watch as this one gets conked in the face and it's choking out, and the orc sinks to its knees and drops its great axe with blood running down its face. Vardic.
Vardic will, as he's taking a step to the left here, he's going to make a slash at the orc.
Alright. That is a hit. For 13. You cleave through the orc and it falls.
Alright, well, his follow-up attack, he was just going to, like, Spartan kick the orc into the wall fire, so... I don't know if, like, that would scare the other orcs seeing one of their comrades fall. Anyway.
Oh, you can still, like, kick the body through the fire if you want.
Well, yeah, like, the plan was, as he came across, like, say, the neck with the blade, he was going to kick the chest into the fire.
Sweet.
Because he knows there's more.
Yeah. You can do that.
Alright.
Roll athletics or your attack roll.
Okay. Alright. Athletics. Oof.
That's not enough, as it just
Wait.
kind of... What?
Is this guy an ally?
Who?
this guy?
I mean, he's been fighting with you, so yes.
Can I see stone flame in the wall of fire?
I would say yes because
It's only a foot thick, so I mean
he's got
Right,
like
I'm
his
going to use my hobgoblin saving face to add a bonus of +2 to that.
Yeah, sure.
Does a
That
15?
15's enough to make him like the body limply like move through and like come out the other side.
All right. And then he'll come around the other side of the wall.
Amazing. All right.
As it.
This tree blight, I'm going to
make a save.
make a save. A dexterity save. Give me that damage. It does not save. And before he can do anything, the fire burns the charcoal even more, and it just dissolves into a pile of burning coals. And that's it for the tree blights. The charred tree blights. Alright. I'm gonna take you off the turn order. That orc is dead. That orc is dead. Bit. You have this one in front of you.
Okay, so as he's coming towards me, she's got her staff ready like a bat to whack him on the side.
Alright. That's a hit.
And then she comes back again with the staff.
Roll damage. Yeah, the first one just traumas his head to nothing. And this one is no longer moving.
We got that.
And I think, yeah, you're out of initiative. This one looks up to Ren. A confused look on his face. You speak orc?
Of course I do.
He's coughing, obviously from both the trauma and the smoke. He says, "You no look like orc."
You do not look like Goliath. What are you doing chasing these elf people?
He says, "Fire come, provide chance. We strike back." Meanwhile, this
They
oh, go
are
on.
not very smart when there
I'm
is
gonna drop
fire.
the firewall while that's happening. Just
All right. Please repeat yourself, Kitties. I apologize.
She said that this wasn't very smart while there was fire everywhere.
He says, "It is our best opportunity. They hunt our people." He points to the wood elf.
And you hunt other people's people.
Clearly you're with them.
Yeah.
The wood elf approaches and also takes a look around, wipes his mouth. "Thank you so much. I have vital assistance for the effort of the fire line."
Hey, elf guy. So these orcs, he says that they were taking opportunity attacks. What do you want to do with them?
Oh? He looks a little flabbergasted at that question and says, "Kill him. They are a blight upon these trees and this land."
But this is a living being. It has just much right in woods as other people.
They were chasing me. Throwing javelins at me.
Were you intruding on their encampment?
Surely not. I was running to the fire line.
No, Varlik, he said that they were taking opportunity because of fire to attack his people.
Well,
I am not sure what to do. I am young Goliath, and usually these are things that elders make choices on.
well, what if the orcs believe that the elves started the fire?
No, he said that they were taking opportunity to take advantage of the fires to attack.
Well, what is the law of the forest?
Are you asking the wood elf that?
He just says that. I guess, yeah, he looks at the wood elf.
The law of the forest is to protect all living things within. But when a group, he says, looking at the orc, continually fells young trees for their own means, you cannot let that stand.
Ren
Well,
looks over at Chaticus because he seems to also be an elder, and she kind of looks at him quizzically.
Oh, I don't get in between politics. They're all just meat, animated, moving about, doing whatever their lives want. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think we should get to the bottom of this fire and let them deal with themselves.
Ren looks really confused.
The wood
She looks
elf
at the snow.
picks up his bow, shoulders it, and starts walking toward the orc.
Well, I don't think this is the time for politic. Both of your homes are burning down. Could
But
you
this
put
is
this aside?
this is a living being.
Ren, I'm agreeing with you. I'm asking him to put it aside.
Well, you can leave him alone, I suppose. He's quite bloodied up.
Ren, can you tell him to put it aside?
So Ren looks to him and says, "We don't want to kill you, but we want to put things aside, but it does not sound like that's what you want."
He looks at Ren and he looks at the rest of the group surrounding him. And the orc says, I will leave now.
Oh, okay, but you're not going to come attack us again, are you?
He says, I will tell new chief what happened here. And I cannot say what he will do. And he picks up his great axe and he starts walking into the more less burnt side of this path vash. And nobody stops him. He leaves.
He said that he was going to tell his chief that we let him go.
Oh, he'll probably mention us immolating all of his friends.
Probably.
Well, that'll be interesting. Shall we continue?
Yes.
If it makes no difference, there are a few of us that are injured. I need just 10 minutes to heal us all a significant amount.
If
I
you'd
would-
like.
I would like that, says Stoneflame. As he cradles very his bludgeoned and sooty body as he crowds near Snow.
We're gonna do a prayer of healing.
Alright. Everybody gets 17.
Based on that, my stinky cloud will go away.
Thank you very much, Snow, says Stoneflame.
I'll give him a nod.
Ren looks a little confused.
You seem distraught, Ren. What is happening?
I don't know if we made good choice there.
Please, if you don't mind, I must move back to, I must make my way back to the fire line.
That's okay. We're heading there.
Well, feel free to join me, but I must be moving. And he starts jogging. He puts some fabric in front of his face, and he starts jogging that way. And then he calls back. He calls back. Thank you for the healing.
Imagine just being healed and taking off immediately. I like his work ethic.
Commendable, yes, but Ren, it's impossible to know. Ethics are a muddy business, but regardless of how you feel immediately, just know that there always can be worse things.
Like band of orcs coming up behind us while we're trying to fight fires.
Oh, no. Orcs are very, very simple creatures. They're easily disposed of. It's just whether or not letting that one live means we have to kill them all now is going to be different.
Yeah. Okay, let's go fight fires.
Yes, shall? He kind
Yes.
of shakes his hand, like kind of a cheering kind of way.
Did Bit heal?
She was the burbs. I don't know if she the bid from the burbs.
Oh, all right. I'll just give her the HP.
Cool.
Bang. All right. Gotta do a couple things here.
Stoneflame looks like he's all right after the healing, right?
Yeah, he looks a lot better. He's not 100%, more like 70, but better than before. Better than 50.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Give me a marching order for a westerly direction. Is it the same as before, I guess? Excuse me.
Yeah, I imagine we're probably moving the same.
Alright. Okay. I should have. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Excellent. Then you begin continuing on through this nasty remains of a fire. The smoke grows thicker and the air grows hotter as after about another after another hour of walking, the smoke grows thicker and the air hotter as you near more living flame. You hear desperate, raspy shouts, jeering laughter, and the creak and crack of splitting wood through the roar of the flames. You weave your way closer through the blazes, with Stoneflame barreling ahead. He just takes off through the inferno as you guys have to navigate your way around it. And you hear him call. You hear him shout back. This way! Your friend Maeve is here! And as you enter the fray, you see more walking and burning trees, much, much larger and angrier looking than the ones you faced before. They lumber across the ground, striking what look to be still living trees and undergrowth, one being harried by two elven folk, one of which, through the smoke, you recognize as Maeve. And harrying them are 5 men in black leathers and soot-covered breastplates, goggles covering their eyes. They taunt and laugh as they send volleys of crossbow bolts at the 2 elven warriors. Embers nearly carpet the ground, the smoke thick and choking. Stoneflame hefts his maul and screams and runs forward. roll initiative as I get you to the page.
Hell yeah.
Jesus. Shit. Well, I fucked up and didn't clear the turn order. That's okay. Okay. That Vardic's not here, but that Chadicus is here. Okay. I might have kicked somebody off of the initiative tracker. Would you like me to control Maeve, Kitties, or do you think you could do it?
I can control both. That's fine.
It's no problem. I can do it. It's more like an offer. Would you like to? If not, then I'll do it.
If you'd like to, that's fine.
Okay. And she rolled pretty well. Bark, bark. Dang it. Alright. Okay, let's kick this off. Jesus, Bit goes first again. Alright, Bit. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get up near Stone Flame here, send off some sunbolts on that one.
Alright. That is a miss. That's a hit. For 6 radiant. Alright.
That's it.
Alrighty. Oh, bam. Alrighty. Whale. This one, this Eternal Flame Guardian, as their stat block says, is going to send a bolt at Maeve. Hits the ground. Maeve makes a battle cry and continues running toward this tree ant. I'll let you supply the battle cry if you want, kitties.
She just, I don't even know what, she usually doesn't make any noise.
Alright,
so
well then she just dances near and slashes. Scoring a hit. 10 slashing. And then, for shits and giggles, she'll use a Spell Marshal die as you see ice erupt from her flame, or her blade, dealing some cold damage. And I don't remember what that does. I think it's a slow effect, so I'm just gonna make him roll a save real quick. Probably a con save. He passes though, so that's done with. Alright. Another Eternal Flame Guardian makes his way over to here and fires another crossbow bolt, this time at Raarden. Chunk. 16. He hits. Ooh. Dealing a nasty blow. Another crossbow bolt. 4. Alright, Stoneflame runs up. And he tries to slam his hammer into the burning tree ant. Where'd your sheet go, bud? There it is. Whack. Ooh. Ooh. He trips on some rocks. That's it for Stoneflame. Raridan backs up a bit and takes a couple of shots with his longbow. He does not have advantage, but they both are a hit. As these arrows sink into the wood and don't seem to do much. That's not a crit. Alright. Well, this burning tree ant turns and attacks Stoneflame. As you see, its burning branch try to slam down on him. 19, 21. 12 bludgeoning and 8 fire, and that's supposed to be fire damage. So that's gonna hurt him a lot. 25 damage, and that's it. Another crossbow bolt toward Maeve. And where are you guys? Did you roll at all? Oh, okay, there you are.
At the bottom.
Jesus. Like, did you not get on there? For 2. Alright, another crossbow bolt attack. Maybe I should have just done... Ooh. That one aimed at Maeve. He does move a little bit. For 11. Chaticus, start doing some damage.
Damage, right.
I don't know, something.
What do you do? Let's see. Actually, 120 feet, huh?
Uh-huh.
10, 30. Move my screen over because I don't have 2 monitors right now. What's the wind looking like right now?
The wind. The wind is chaotic because of the flame.
Okay. I would like to angle this thing going this way. So I want it to drift this way. I'm going to use...
Cloud kill? Alright. So, what's the area of effect on cloud kill?
It should be 20-foot radius sphere.
20-foot radius sphere. I'll do green. Green's good. To Beck.
And then going towards the trees.
Okay. Solid. They have to roll con saves? Okay. That's 4 of those dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them took their vitamins, but the rest of them are not doing too well. What's the damage? 27? Alright, so half of 26 is 13, and then the rest of them take 27. That is a good chunk of damage you did right there.
Yes.
Alright.
And I will stay there and just kind of bonus action, get my shillelagh up.
Ren.
Come at me, Chris.
Ren?
Oops, sorry, I didn't hear you guys. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to run forward and just head towards the same tree that Stoneflame is at.
Alright.
And then I'm still too far away to hit anything.
Did you not pick up javelins?
I do have javelins. I forgot about that. I'm going to go ahead and throw a javelin at this tree.
Alright.
I think I'm going to throw a couple of javelins at the tree.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about those.
That's a hit. That's a hit. You notice as the
I
javelins...
also popped that thing back in my mouth.
Got it. She runs up, putting the baggie into her mouth, and her mind clears as she hurls 2 javelins. They both strike true, but the tree doesn't look that phased by it. The telegraphing way of saying that they are resistant to piercing damage. But you did do some damage. Snow.
Okay. I'm gonna stuff one of those bags in my mouth. I'm gonna move up here. And then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another call lightning.
Alright.
And I think we'll bring it down right in the center of these guys here.
Yeah. That is solid. 1, 2, 3. Alright, well, 2 pass. So, let's see. 29, 28, 20, 14, and then the others take 29 damage. These 2 freeze in place and collapse, completely fucked up by poison and ice energy. Alright. Later. Oh, okay. Alright. This tree ant continues moving as it lumbers forward, and Maeve takes a swipe at it. Where'd your sheet go? Oh, that's right. Dealing that much, carving a little bit off of it. Alright. That's it as it lumbers away. You see that these things are kind of slow moving, but they have a sense of purpose as they move up towards this tree line up here. You're just gonna have to pretend that the greenery is back at the top of the map. Bardic.
Okay, Vardic is going to run up next to Snow, dragging the great sword of Dick through the dirt. He gets up to Snow. He kind of like swings the blade in front of him, and he reaches on his belt and takes out a little thing of holy water and spritzes it on the blade. As the blade lights up, he spins it around and holds it above his head and screams out, "Grant a boon to my allies!" I'm casting a 3rd level Bless, and I'm hitting Bit, Ren, Stoneflame, Snow, and Chaticus.
Hell yeah. This nimbus of light that flashes, and you all feel this boost of energy.
And that's it for him.
Alright. Treant lumbers forward 20 feet. Closer to the verdant tree line. As does this one. Bit.
Okay, she's gonna come up and smack that one with her staff.
Alright. That's a hit. 7.
And another smack.
Another hit. 8. Alright.
Then I'm gonna do a flurry of blows.
You notice as your staff strikes that it bounces off slightly. You just see like a couple of cracks. You hear a couple of cracks as you smack, but you notice that you're not getting much purchase. That's the telegraph of resistance to bludgeoning. And that probably threw you for a loop. I apologize. You do have one more attack if you want to chip damage a little bit.
Hit it with my fist.
All right. Didn't we say your claws could do slashing damage?
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing slashing damage.
Oh,
Roll
then
that.
I guess it's claws.
Well, I assumed you could switch between them. Go ahead and roll damage. You hit. For 10. Alright. It's a little hot, but you do damage. This one is still alive. They start to turn the cloud
Don't I
kill.
get 2 unharmed strikes?
Oh, are you using Fury of Blows?
Yeah.
Okay, then go ahead.
Get that one. I'll do the claws there.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ugh.
I
Starting.
don't think a D4 is going to help.
Nah. Cloud kill, starting turn in. What's the deal? Anything?
Oh yeah, they take the damage. The con save.
Alright.
I'll roll the thing again.
Roll that thing again. Where are you? There you are. Ooh, wait. They do not save. He chokes and crumples. Poison smoke is different from smoke. Alright. Maeve moves up with her grace and takes a couple of slashes. Oops, that's not Maeve's sheet. As she spins around with her dance of death. Oh, misses one, hits with the other. Dealing 6 slashing. And she's gonna spend another die to try to slow this thing. 11 damage. And it slows. I haven't read Spell Marshal in a while, so I don't remember how exactly it works, but we're going to roll. Where are you? It is slowed by 10 feet. I'm gonna give it a little symbol. Mark that. Alright. That one's dead. That one... I'm trying to... There we go. That one's alive. Alright. Seeing what's happening here, turns his attention towards the party and starts to try to make his way around the poisonous gas. He gets up to here and sort of takes his targets, sees Chaticus, the biggest target. Unironically. Unironically.
But yeah.
It's 23 to hit for 9
Oh
piercing.
yeah. Alright, con save. I don't think I said the packet, so I'll roll with disadvantage. It's saving throws or just ability checks?
I think the poison condition is just ability checks and attack rolls.
Copy, so I was just making normal.
You do get a D4 to your ability checks, though.
We good. Alright,
Good.
I take that damage.
Alright, Stoneflame cries out. His tattoos glow. And for some reason... Oh. And he attacks with advantage on this tree. 1, 2. Attaboy. Alright. So, crack, and more cracks start to form up on this creature as it cries out in anger. That's Stoneflame's turn. Arden moves up here with Maeve, and he says something in Elvish, and he pulls out another couple of arrows and fires, and nobody's close enough to see what he's doing, but he pulls out a different kind of arrow, and he makes a couple shots. Both of those hit. And he's going to... Oh, that's right. I did give him that thing. Alright. On one of them. And then the other. As you hear a very loud splintering sound. What is that in total? 22. And the tree falters a little bit. This one is still distracted by Stoneflame and Bit. And you see it open its mouth, and inside it looks like a cavern of fire as it breathes down on Stoneflame and Ren. Where's your attack? There it is. It's not an attack roll. So DC 15 dex save.
Because both get a D4.
Stoneflame doesn't have to roll.
You don't need the D4.
So that's going to be 10 fire damage on Ren. And that is it for that treant. Alright. That one is still alive, has to roll its thing. Can you roll me some damage as I roll a con save? Tradicus.
Is it my turn?
It's not your turn, but he started his turn in the Cloud Kill.
Oh, same thing. Yeah, I'll roll damage.
Cloud Kill's
Con save, 18 will save. That will take half.
What's the damage? Or are we going off of the one you rolled earlier?
I was trying to get it going. It's just I have to click to the spell level every time.
Got it. Bang. Okay. This guy's fucked up. He gets the hell out of the, He gets the hell out of the area of effect, and he shoots a Chaticus.
Why would he do that? Come on.
14.
14 will miss.
Alright. Goes wide. That guy's dead. It is now Chaticus' turn.
Alright, it says it moves 10 feet away from me every turn.
Oh,
I
so
wasn't sure if it goes north or just directionally cardinal direction, like the way I'm facing towards them.
I mean, it says away from you?
Yeah, just away from me.
So then away is this way.
Okay, 10 feet that way.
Alright.
Then with it, I will... 30. I mean, we're just dropping spells now, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, let's just make these trees not my friends. Let's drop my concentration on the Cloud Kill, and I think I'm gonna drop another fire. I think I'm gonna drop another wall of fire.
Another wall of fire. Alright.
Yes, because I have one last 4th level.
Let's see here. Where are you dropping it?
So it's gonna be getting that thing. Ah, perfect. I don't know if I can get more than that, honestly. I think that's just good right there.
Alright.
Let's just go a little bit, like, is there a tree line up here?
Are you... Oh, you're placing it up here?
Oh, no, I'm asking if there's a tree line up here. Like, if I put it,
Oh.
like, up here, if it's going to catch anything on fire.
This entire area is like burnt to cinders with just these pockets of flame that you see.
Excellent. Then I'm going to get it right this way. That way, if that tree keeps moving northward, it can stay in it for a little bit.
Alright. And that includes these guys?
Yes, because
Alright.
10 feet out on the right.
So I need to roll some dex saves. Oh, this guy, it doesn't matter if this guy, he... Actually, it might. Yeah. Dex saves. Alright.
17 will save.
What's the damage? 15. Halved is 7, halved again. This guy is barely... This one here is barely hanging on. But this one fails and takes some damage, but you notice it doesn't do as much as you'd think. And they both cough, both of them coughing, say, "You fool, bringing fire against the eternal flame." Anything else?
No, I'm just going to kind of look at him and say, I'm quite sure fire will still kill you.
Ren.
So Ren rages, and she runs up to the tree, and she is saying, as she's swinging, "I am tired of fiery trees." And she swings her great axe twice at the tree,
Ooh.
and then uses her momentum strike.
right. That's a great hit. Oh, brutal critical. Let's see. God, 30 damage on that first one. Oh, 30 damage. Okay. A thing happens. Yeah. Okay. The tree ant explodes. As you cut down to its core, Bardic and Snow actually avoid this, but Chaticus, Ren, Stoneflame, and Bit, I need you guys to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oofty doofty.
As fiery splinters, this is where Bless comes in.
Yep. Don't forget your D4.
As fiery splinters cut and burn you. And half of this is going to be the DC is 15 actually. But it's the thought that counts for the bless, you know. When you cast bless, everybody just seems to roll high anyway.
Yeah.
Stoneflame needs to roll. So half of this is slashing and the other half is fire. So, fucking name, math is hard. 8 is slashing damage. I need to roll for Stoneflame. He does not save. Oh, but he gets the thing. D4. He does not get the thing. But he only takes 8. Actually, he takes 4 because he's still doing his rage thing. So he's good. And this guy is no more. Ren, you made it explode. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Not at this time.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. Snow.
Okay, we're gonna move 30 feet up this way. And then we're gonna bring Call Lightning down right in between these two here.
Hell yeah.
Get him.
Give me that damage. Charlotte. Con save. Alright, they take all that cold.
And that is it for me.
Alright. Good damage, as they slow their roll a little bit. Burning Tree Ant here turns and tries to smack Maeve away. Ooh. Dealing that much damage to her. 22 for it. But it's going to continue forward as Maeve tries to strike back. It can only move 10 feet though, thanks to her. And without blinking. Oh, but she misses. That was a hard hit. Vardic.
Alright, Verdict still can't do anything. He is going to run towards the people that he hates most on this battlefield. He dashes towards the Eternal Flame Guards.
What's a hobgoblin doing here? Alright. These two tree ants, unsure about where this damage came from, just continue to move. They lumber 20 feet toward the verdant tree line. And they're immune to fire. Bit. Is Nyx BRB?
Oh, I'm still here.
Okay.
Just doing some measurements.
I see.
Okay, I think I can move here. And then I'm gonna throw some sun bolts at that guy.
Alright. Roll damage. Actually, no, he's dead.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine. He had 1 HP left. And the 14 unfortunately misses the other.
She has a bless.
Oh, bless. Yeah, roll bless. Roll that d4. That's enough to hit because they're actually not using their shields because of the hand crossbow. So,
damage on 14?
yes, please. For 9 damage. All right. Maeve continues her dance of death and assaults this burning treant with Redalvis. 25. For 7. 15 hits. For 10. For another 17. Alright, this Eternal Flame Guardian runs, sees Vardic, is intimidated, runs toward Bit. Kill the cat! And he draws his longsword, and you watch as it lights up in flame, and he takes a couple of slashes. 9. 19!
Oh.
For 7 slashing and 1 fire. And that's it. Stoneflame heaves a breath. On to the next one! And he starts running. As he screams out, he dashes in front of this creature. As he screams out, only I light things on fire! As he tries to interpose his body, but bullet time, he doesn't get there quite in time in terms of turn. Anyway, Raarden is going to draw another couple of arrows, and I think... Oh, no, Bit can't see because a wall of fire is opaque. Oh, wall of fire is opaque. Oh well. Things happen. He's a good shot. As, you watch as he says, Maeve, stand back! As he fires a few shots. And I think I'm just going to narrate that Maeve does take a step back as the creature crumples a bit and it releases a shower of sparks, and it just showers the entire area with a fresh batch of glowing hot embers. This guy is dead. Shaticus.
Alright, let's see what we got. Well, let's go for this tree, and I guess we're chill touching it.
Alright. That's a hit.
18? Alright, sweet. Just try to rip one of those branches off by the leg, see if I can slow it down.
Alright. You do some damage to it. Ren.
Ren is going to run up with Stone Flame.
Alright.
She'll use her action to dash as well. She's going to run and kind of try to get in front of the tree.
Alrighty.
And then I think she's just going to use her bonus action to take a swipe at them. Knowing it won't do a whole lot of damage, but at least she'll get something on them.
Okay. That's a hit. For 9 damage, reduced. A bit of a crack. Stone Flame, actually, like, in the scope of initiative, you're probably doing it at the same time, so Stone Flame, like, gives you a nod as he continues running.
She smiles really fast, really wide while she's doing it, because she's got a little bit more speed on her.
Go fast. Snow.
Okay, we're gonna move another 30 feet and then do the same thing.
Alright. More chilling lightning.
And we're gonna channel divinity.
Ooh.
So it's 40 damage.
40 damage. Alright. 40 damage and 20 on this one. As the flames are actually, like, weakening severely. That one's gone. Vardic.
Well, Vardic is going to charge forth with a great sword of dicks at this, his most hated enemy,
He turns and he looks,
and
he
misses.
brings his sword up and casts yours aside. It was a
Vardic will... Oh, go ahead.
It was a mistake to bring you into our fold.
The mistake you made was turning your back on us! Oh my fucking god!
He bats the greatsword aside.
Alright, that's it for me.
This burning tree end lumbers another 20 feet toward the tree line. But this one turns, actually with Ren in front of it, begins to attack. Oh, wow. Well, tries again. 18. Oh, she's not here.
I just got back.
18 to hit Ren.
That's it.
11 bludgeoning and 5 fire damage. Or 8 fire damage. And that's the end of its turn. Actually, it's going to move here. Now it's going to end its turn. But it gets out of Stone Flame's area. See, this is what's good about me being a scatterbrain. I don't think about the NPCs on your side when I'm taking turns for the NPCs on my side. So he takes a smack for that much. Leaves a nasty crack. Oh, shit. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Alright. Bit.
She's gonna do some punches on this guy.
Alright. That's a hit. He's so distracted by Vardic. He takes that hit.
Still tatting.
He's still up. He's got plenty of he's got plenty of meat on him still. 19 hits. For another 5.
I'm gonna do another flurry of blows.
Alright.
Still gonna punch.
Key points to spare. That is a miss. Bless. He still doesn't have a shield up. Yeah, it misses still. Sorry. You have one more.
One more.
That hits. For 9. Alright. And he turns to bit. Maeve is going to make her way over to here. And she'll, with her sword spinning, she tosses it in the air, grabs the sword in her shielded hand, and then casts a spell. Oh, wait, she doesn't have that. Oh, she has chill touch. Nice. Ooh. But it's a little awkward because you're focusing on the sword play. Alright. The cat is more of a threat than you, as he slashes at Bit. This is actually really bad for a hobgoblin. 23 on Bit for 10 slashing and 4 fire. And 10, which does not hit. Stoneflame interposes himself, and he starts smacking. Where are you, Stoneflame? Oh, can you use your thing again? No, you can't. Too bad. So it's gonna be normal. Whack. Whack. That one hits.
He's got a D4.
He got a D4. He hits. Alright. So a couple of not too bad hits on the treant. Splintering the wood. Reardon runs over to here. And he fires a couple of arrows, and Ren notices that the tips of these arrows are blunt. Thwack and thwack. Both of them hit for 12. That much. Alright. Shadicus.
Let's check it out. And then I'm going to try and chill touch the far one.
Alright.
Buttons. Yeah.
27 hits. Dealing.
Press the damage. It doesn't seem to be coming through. I'm gonna press it again.
10. Alright.
I think that'll do it.
Ren.
Ren is going to come at this tree and start swinging again, screaming about how she hates burning trees.
That's a hit. That is a hit as well for 13 and 17. Alright.
And she will use her bonus action to once again use her momentum.
Yeah. Ooh. It splinters down the middle, it cracks. And I need her, and not Stoneflame because he's immune to fire, to make a saving throw. A dexterity saving throw. Alright.
Oh my god.
Well, you take
She
half.
really hates burning trees.
You take half of this. 12 or 6 fire damage. And this tree is destroyed. Only one left. Snow.
We'll just we'll do the same thing. Step over the charred corpse of this burning tree
It's
and
still.
bring
I
down.
think it's still burning, and it would hurt to stand there. It would cause you damage to stand there.
All right, we'll just come around this way then.
All right. More lightning calling.
Yep. Oh, that's sad.
That is sad. Probably gonna take all of it. Ooh, wow, I spoke way too soon. 7 damage. 7 cold damage as the flames flicker and grow just a tad weaker. Bardic.
Standing next to Bit, his grip on his greatsword tightens as it begins to glow. He screams, "Help me defeat my enemy!" And he attacks.
That hits. That
Okay.
it kills. Describe
All right.
killing.
Well, I was
Fire
going to do
focus.
this anyway, so he would have had to make a wisdom save, so his head explodes when I attack him with my sword.
Where does it make? Where does the sword make contact?
So the sword makes contact like on his shoulder next to his neck, and his
Okay.
head just explodes.
Okay.
Because I
Nasty.
use the psychic thing.
It explodes in his helmet and just he crumples.
So does Bit have like head bits on her?
Use your imagination.
He'll move 30 feet, and he will Misty Step 30 feet, and he'll attack with his second attack
All right.
on the tree.
That's a hit. As you bring the sword down, and a great crack as the tree splits apart, and you are showered in sparks. Make
Excellent.
a dexterity saving throw.
Does it pass?
That is a pass. You'll take half of this.
Okay.
And we are out of. Oops. We are out of initiative. Oh man, the music's been timing pretty well tonight.
Killing it, man.
Rairden walks up. And he looks to Maeve. Does Kitties want to roleplay Maeve?
Sure.
Alright. So, Maeve and Rairden have been fighting these types of creatures for the past couple of hours. And Rairden looks and says, "Thank you."
It's so nice to see you all. I'm so glad you made it. How are you feeling?
Stoneflame coughs. Could be better.
I feel fine. How are you?
You know, this is such a mixed blessing. I've been looking for Rairden for about, I don't know, 20 years. So this feels so good to be with him, but to see this poor forest die like this is just so disheartening.
He goes to Maeve and takes her hand, and he says, "Thank you for coming with me. I owe my life to these. I owe my life to the wood elves here that protect the forest."
Well, I want you to know these were the people I was traveling with before I showed up here. This is Bit, and the mage over there is Chaticus, and the other amazing looking elf over there, that's Snow. And Vardic joined us while we were at one of these flame cultists temples. And Stoneflame, I'm so glad to see your face. I thought you would be somewhere else.
"Oh, it is nice to see you too." Rairden then bows to the party with a flourish. Smoke still wafts in the air as the battle concludes. But everyone... What is, if your passive perception's higher than 14, you hear the crunch of ash as an animal begins to approach from the south, and then soon everyone else can hear it.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna slap Stoneflame on the lower of his back. Ah, good fight. I give him 40 healing.
Damn. Whoa! I feel so much better! Thank you, Mr. Vardic. And he takes Vardic into a hug. Good job. Good job yourself. And then he lets go.
Thank you.
And a large
Froghemoth.
it's a fire froghemoth. I actually reskinned the froghemoth to be like a hell version for a different game.
Oh god.
Yeah, if you get swallowed, you get fire damage instead of acid. What a change, right?
Nightmare fuel.
Boy, I really need a... I wrote this down, but I didn't prepare the battle map to have it. Bad Mike. Anyway. Big Wolf approaches from the south. And, you see this creature, actually, wait, hello? Okay. Rairden has an arrow knocked and turns, but the wolf shakes its fur, and what was once dark fur gives way to this light gray as the soot is shaken off. The wolf then transforms into a wood elf.
Shock.
And addresses Rairden, saying, "Rairden, are these the folk that Randir spoke of?" "Oh, no," he says, looking at the party. "But they are allies just as well." And he addresses each of you like with a head nod. And he says, "Well met. I am Aquinas of the Order of Lichen. Well fought, I can tell. Thank you all for your help. The sight seemed to be the worst of it." And he looks sorrowfully to his left and his right, and he looks at the ash in the soot-covered ground beneath him, and he says, "This battle is far from over, I'm afraid. Our home is corrupted." He stretches out his hand, and he casts a spell, and the ground before him lifts up, and a bunch of dirt in a 5-foot cube is excavated and tossed to the side, and he gestures to this hole he made, and he says, "Behold." And you can see as you look, following his gesture, a section of metal pipe about 3 feet in diameter, nearly glowing with heat. You see ember and small gouts of flame creep along it. And the wood elf continues and says, Elquinus continues and says, "I don't know how they managed to lay this infernal pipe system throughout the forest, but it is here. Another length of it is a league west and east, and several more in that interval along the southern side of the forest." And as he says this, you can tell, Chadicus definitely can tell that his eyes look pained. He looks to Riordan and Maeve, and he says, "We cannot defeat this. We must consolidate our might at the Priory, and we must inform Lord Samular. Riordan, is your companion with us?" And Riordan looks to Maeve.
I am.
He says, "Please follow me." Stoneflame looks down at the pipe, and he looks at Vardic. Is Vardic checking out the pipe?
Yeah, Vardic would. He'd be interested.
Chadicus is also going to come up and look at the pipe.
Vardic, does this look familiar to you?
Does it?
It does.
Yes, it does look familiar.
Weren't there pipes leading out of the temple?
Yes, I never really bothered to ask why, but they had many pipes leaving the temple.
He then looks around at the rest of you.
Isn't the temple over there, though? And he points to the south. Like, all just...
Yes, it is. How do you think they laid all of that pipe into the forest?
How did they do it without being seen? Did they go beneath the forest?
Stoneflame shrugs. Should we... He then, like, goes down, he like, tries to grab the pipe, and it's not budging. We'd have to dig up the entire area.
Maybe we should try to find out where it's coming from. I mean, the guy with the powers can pull up the dirt.
Oh, Brandon, we know where the pipes come from.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should go there.
We'd have to leave the forest to get to it.
We can triage whatever's happening in the forest first and then head to the source.
Okie dokie.
Perhaps we should go with them. And he turns and gestures to the elves.
They're, like, sort of treating their own wounds for a moment, and Elquinus perks up and says, "If you wish to join us with what might be our last stand," he says, "I think I heard that you know where the source of this flame is?"
Yes, we know a place where these pipes were leaving.
I don't know. I feel kind of woozy.
Is it within the forest?
It is not within the forest. To the south of the forest, there lies a series of hills. In those hills, there is a passage that leads to a temple.
He walks over to in front of the party, and he takes a knee and he puts his hand on his chest, and he coughs for a second, catches his breath, and he says, "I have sworn my life to the protection of this forest. I cannot leave it for fear of what might happen to the still verdant trees that live. He says, I am requesting you, by my honor as a knight of the Order of Lichen, to find the source and quench it. Raridan then is also on a knee in the same sort of pleading gesture. You've already done so much for us. All I can do is ask.
What do you think, Snow? Should we leave the forest, go to the temple?
If there are cultists in the temple, that's where we should go.
Well, these pipes were leaving the temple and those flames. I think it's safe to say they are there.
If we can cut it off at the source, we can divert much more damage.
All right.
Oh, so now we are going to go to the place.
It appears they have enough men to settle this area, so we'll do what we can over there.
Let's go.
Certainly.
It will probably take us a day or so to get there.
Yeah, I could use a little rest.
We should probably try to leave the smoke before we settle down, though. It's quite bad here.
Yes. You there, Elf. Sorry, your name?
Elquinis.
Elquinnis. Is there any areas to the south where the flames aren't as bad?
He says, the border of the forest that was once a lush, lively place is nothing but ash, but the smoke there is beginning to thin.
Okay, thank you. We make for there.
He says, he looks at Chaticus, and he says, you there. I have a sense that you have a connection to the earth as much as I do.
Perhaps. Mostly the things that go into it.
He nods and he says it is all part of the great, he says circle of life, as cliche as that is. And he says,
Cycle, however you want to go about it, yes.
he says, when the work there is done, please let me know with an animal messenger, or whatever means you can.
I can do this for you.
He bows.
Just, my messengers might be a little bit more bumpy than yours, so don't take too unkindly to its visage.
What's the name of those? That type of the role that mushrooms have. I'm blanking. I should know this. I'm a biologist. He says those creatures that have that role of recreating the soil from dead material are important. He holds like you in high regard with that in mind, and he bows, and he looks to Raridan and Maeve and says, "We must move quickly." Decomposers, thank you. And as the party begins heading south, the fires start to fade into just burnt terrain. And as you leave this area, several thick plumes of smoke, much denser than the residual smoke, rises from the ash and soot, and you hear impish laughs. These plumes of smoke take the shape of little devils and begin to fly up and to the south in the direction you're heading. continue next week.
Bye, Joy.
Bye, Joy.
Bye, Joy.